Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Destiny of an Emperor! Let's head on west to Mount Dezing to take on Zhang Bao and more of the Yellow Scarves. Or we could take on one of their relatives. Okay, so with this one, let's see. Okay, so let's go like this. I should be able to reduce all of the rebel forces to under 100 soldiers each, and then we'll go after Zhang Bao. So rebel forces are the toughest of the generic enemies that you can encounter during random battles. And at this point in the game, whenever you get into a random encounter, you have a 1 in 4 chance of encountering a general there as well. A general either from battles you've already fought or battles later on in the region there. But way later in the game, generals become far more commonly encountered during random battles. And that also makes it easier to recruit some of them, though we're not going to be doing that today, of course. Okay, so let's just make sure we take out Zhang Bao, and everything else should be fine then. Now, as far as the differences between the generic enemies that you can encounter, yeah, rebel forces have the highest stats, and if you try to run away from them, you have a 1 in 4 chance of failure. Oh, wait, no, I want Mijay to just defend. He's not going to deal any significant damage. Let's see, I think I met up with bandit forces earlier. There's also brigand forces. Either of those two, you have a 5 in 32 chance of failing to run away from them. And then there's pirate forces, which you can only encounter when you're close to a source of water. And for them, you have they're the weakest ones. You have a 1 in 16 chance of failing to run from them. Now, in this case, though, because we had a general in this battle, we have a 3 in 8 chance of failing to run from this battle. And, well, like the fight we're about to do, during fixed encounters, or boss fights, you have a 7 in 8 chance of failing to run, though you could still succeed, actually. You can run from boss fights if you want, even the final battle, I think. But, okay, so how are we looking here? Yeah, we're not doing too bad there. So here we got like a Palisade or something or other, a gate, and that's where Zhang Bao is. I'll give you a lesson for boss time against Zhang Bao and Cheng Yanji. Okay, so with these guys, both of them have access to Lian Huo, a fire elemental tactic, so I want to protect against that. So I'm gonna have Mijay use Wuo Jian, which will cut fire elemental damage in half there. And then everyone else, I want to use physical attacks against Zhang Bao, because he has quite a bit of intelligence, and using my own tactics against him would be unreliable at this point. The intelligence of my party members is not that great. Zhang Bao there just used Qi Shou, which increases their agility so that they can take their actions sooner. That could be a problem if he decides to use Wu Jian himself there. Okay, so physical attackers go after Zhang Bao, except for Mijay. Since the rebel force has just barely over it has exactly 100 soldiers there, I'm just gonna have Mijay use a weak physical attack just to cut their damage by more than half. Now, the tactic he just used there, Cheng Ne, that one, well, for enemies, it does nothing. I don't know if that's like a bug or whatever. I mean, it wouldn't have any effect, though. It does make logical sense. Let's see, we got Lian Huo. Let's use that on Cheng Yanji there. And everyone else keep going after Zhang Bao now. Now, if we use the Chen tactic, the way it works is if you're fighting a battle that has some amount of castle defense to it, which this one does, even though it's technically not a castle, but it increases your physical damage by about 10%. I think it's a little less than that, but that's about what it would be there. And Zhang Bao also has access to a healing tactic, Qijin, which has a base power of 100, and, well, it's healing there. But because you would only use it on your allies, let's say, you don't need to worry about its accuracy, like with intelligence. All that matters is however much your strength or intelligence is, whichever one is greater between the two. So, like Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, who have really high strength, almost maximum strength, they would be the ideal healers, unless you need something, like, really fast. They're not the fastest party members. Aw, oh, come on! We almost killed the guy! There you go. Okay, but we are almost out of tactical points. Yep, that's all we can do. So, yeah, why don't you just defend there? Everyone else go on the offense, take out Chen Yuanji, and that should be good then. Okay, yeah, now we got him under 100 soldiers, so we should be good. But yeah, he doesn't have very much intelligence, so that's why I was using Lian Huo against him. But otherwise, let's see. Yeah, why don't we just keep on going there? If necessary, I could have Guan Yu defend there. He is getting a little light on soldiers there. But I think we'll be fine. And then, yeah, I'm probably just going to go all out all the rest of the way. Now, here's something else you can do with all out. Let's start using it. And then I'll press the B button. And what happens is, well, it'll kick you out of going all out there. So just press the B button. You can stop whatever you're doing. Sometimes I'll do that if I'm... Sometimes I'll do that if I'm fighting an enemy that has some crowd control tactics. And I want to make sure that nothing has gone wrong, because enemies using tactics while I'm using all out, they aren't announced, so I won't know what they're doing until I have a problem with it. But let's see, I need to get up to 95 experience to gain another level, but I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. We'll just go with what we got here. Oh yeah, I think someone was talking about that, Tiamanzia. So that's another one of the Yellow Scarves fortresses. I don't know why they call it a fortress. This looks like more like a camp of some sort, or a military encampment or something. Not very well fortified. Whoa! More of those guys. Well, we gotta take them all out eventually. Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess it's kind of a fortress, but I mean, it's not like a castle or something. But anyway, in this tent, we have our first hidden item in the upper right here. Use the check command. Boom! We got an axe. Most powerful weapon that we can get for quite some time. So what I want to do, when I'm getting much more powerful weapons, I want to give them to my characters that have the most strength, because the attack power of the axe, or the attack points of the axe, will multiply with the strength of the user there. So those with more strength will get much more of a benefit out of it than giving the axe to someone pretty weak like Mijie. So now I'm going to hand the flail down to Chen Deng. And I'll hand the dagger over to Mijie. That's why I didn't buy any other weapons. Because, yeah, we just find one here. And we're going to be finding quite a few more axes eventually. But alright, so we got all that. What else do we have around here? Oh, okay. So we gotta go after the leader down there, huh? By the way, with random battles, as far as like terrain types work, it's basically the same as Dragon Quest. Like grass, snow, or like that path I was taking between areas. That has a 1 in 32 chance of getting a random encounter. Forest and dungeons have a 1 in 16 chance per step for an encounter, and hills or mountains have a 1 in 8 chance of a random encounter. So that's why I'm staying on the pathway there, just to mitigate the number of random battles that we'll have to fight on the way to bosses. There, I did take a little damage in advance, but it all worked out eventually there. But can we defeat Zhang Bao at his citadel in Tiamanzia? Find out next time on Let's Play Destiny of an Emperor. This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.